get a story out of it. You get a story out of it. You get a story out of it.
Man, oh man, I'm trying to find, there's not much passing lanes on this road. This road is so much better than the Coke though. Coke is good if you like doing 130, 140 and you got a bigger bike. Oh. Sorry buddy, not much we can do there. But this road is just, the scenery is so much better. Lots of little places to stop for a coffee and an ice cream if that's what you wish for. It's hotter than Hades, way hotter than the Coke, because the Coke's a mountain pass. The Fraser Canyon is, it's excellent. Well, any sage thoughts this morning, Bill, as we leave Cache Creek? Well, I did stay in the Sage Hills Hotel. Nyek, nyek, nyek. And it big thunderstorm last night, but good this morning. Pretty good little motel. I need a coffee. No heated vest needed yet. Day 2 heading north, heading home. A lot of bikes are going the other way. I'm going north. I don't know if that sounds right or not. Anyways, I'm happy to be going that way. Oh, look at the ponies. Oh, I love ponies. Used to have one in another life. Okay, let's roll. Next stop, Williams Lake. Beautiful place. This Cache Creek. Hot. 28, finally some heat. That's going to slowly disappear as we wander north. Let's go get some coffee. See you in a couple hours. Check out the sky. This is often the case when leaving Prince George, north of Prince George. Two things. The weather can be very northern. In other words, it changes every 10 minutes. And this looks to be changing a little bit more for the dark side. The other thing is, it's 3 o'clock and the loggers are coming home. Not so much, well, the big logging trucks, of course, they're everywhere. But it's the loggers in the half tons and the 3/4 tons, the pickups with the racks, like this one right here. These freaking guys, they are, here's another one. They're hot. If you know what I mean, you gotta watch them. I mean, they are over the line. They are always hammered down. They're passing in crazy spots. This is just a crazy area north of Prince George when you're going north and they're coming south. I guess either way, it's always the first 100 kilometers out of George. You gotta watch out for these guys because they're nuts, crazy. Big F-350s and GMC 350s, big Dodges and 1-ton single axles, just freaking flying. Don't wait up for the shrimp bowl, baby, because Daddy's coming home with the crabs. You know, that kind of thing. Anyways, you can see, I got to make it to Chetwynd. That's what I want to do. And then I'm going to shut her down. Should be there by 5 or 6. That'll be about an 800 kilometer day. That is, too much for me. Let's go to Chetwynd. Wow. Pretty nice stretch of road there. Yeah, so the camera feels like I do this morning, just a little sluggish. Weather's looking, as you can see, just freaking beautiful. But not really. Been the worst riding trip I've ever had as far as weather. But that's June, I guess. It's my fault for picking June. Just hoping I get lucky. So we're leaving Pomeroy Inn. Beautiful hotel. One of the most expensive I've ever stayed in. But by God, they gave me pizza for supper. They gave me a huge breakfast. They gave me the hot tub. Comfy bed, quiet, cat's ass. Now to get back on this midget's bike. I can tell you right now, I don't like the new. After 2011, they changed the V-Stroms and they've changed them again. They're too small. They're made for short people. That's okay. My wife loves it. I don't. I want cruise control. I want a bigger windshield. I want a saddle. But not now. Oh, I'm out of fuel. So normally when you leave Chetwynd, you can go right up the Alaska Highway. Well, it's Highway 97. Actually, here it's called the John Hart Highway. But what I'm going to do is take what I call, it's not a shortcut, it's exactly the same time they say on Google. It's called Highway 29. And it's a tremendous little winding, up and down, twisty little highway that comes out north of Fort St. John. That means you miss Taylor Flats, you miss Dawson Creek Mile Zero, you miss all that. So you may want to get that either on the way down or maybe you want to do it the first time. But I would recommend you don't miss Highway 29. It is, and it gets you in the same place. Poop! I'll pop out on the Alaska Highway, and I'll be just south, quite a ways, but a couple hundred K of south of Fort Nelson. And Mile Zero don't mean nothing because I take the shortcut and go by Dawson Creek when I go up. So Highway 29 it is. There it is right there. Right up there where it's raining. It's going to be a day of riding in the rain. Oh, man. Highway 29, you are so very fine. There's no way that you can whine about Highway 29. Actually, there is construction on Highway 29 this morning. And that has slowed me down a little. But I'm so happy it's not raining, I don't give a shit. Highway 29, fine, chains are goddamn loose. Weird, I just checked it in the Okanagan. The only tools I have are the Suzuki tools. And so far so good. You gotta like that one. Oh, let me just clean that a bit for you guys. You gotta like that one. Okay, that's good. When the toolkit you have can actually do the job. I'm in Hudson's Hope. What a quiet little town. Now I'm headed for the Alaska Highway. It quit raining. Hey man, that was gross. Whew. And so it is, as Highway 29 ends and we join the Alaska Highway. Joining Bill and his wife's Dl650 going to Fort Nelson to the left. The sun tries to shine on what has been a rather, at times, abysmal morning. Stay frosty here, kids, because this is the Alaska Highway. This is the Alaska Highway. Goodbye, Highway 29. So check it out. This is the Alaska Highway from basically Dawson Creek, pretty much to Fort Nelson. I mean, like, if you're first time on, you're wondering, like, this is it? This is the Alaska Highway? Big, long, straight stretches. Yep. Right to Fort Nelson. Once you get that 500 kilometers or whatever it is out of the way, it's going to get real good. In the meantime, just be appreciative that at least you can make some good time. And that it ain't raining yet. So the Alaska Highway is in good shape, but I've never really seen this much fresh gravel chip seal. It's just tons of it. So it's not potholy, but they've really been chip sealing it, and it's fresh. Chip seal, when they first do it, is really just pure gravel on oil kind of a thing, and then it gets more and more compact. So this isn't brand new chip seal. It's got some wear and tear on it, but you got to watch yourself. There's a bit of pebbly feel to it. and there's just tons of it. You can see the roads there, once you get past Fort Nelson, which is about an hour behind me now. How straight it was coming up to Fort Nelson. Well, this is what it's like through here. And it's like this, not completely, but a lot of this all the way to Liard. And then it straightens out again. So my voice starting to crack, I'm tired. It's been a bit of a go. But the road, it's just, wow, it's a nice ride. It's nice to be back in the north. It's freaking cold though. It was 9 degrees and raining a while ago. Ouch. Already seen a couple bears. Welcome home, more or less. Oh yeah, way better road. Check the weather though. It looks like it's gonna snow. Good grief. It's just toasty in here. Coffee's on. Doesn't look like coffee. We'll see what happens. July long weekend coming up this weekend. And it's frickin' cold. Daddy will be bundled up this morning. It's beautiful here though. What the hell is he doing? This is a passing lane. You don't have to drive in the ditch. Ushuaia to Alaska. Well, that's nice. It's a nice long drive. It doesn't mean you have to ride in the ditch. Holy shit. It's okay. Oh, everybody's having fun. Playing on the road, but not safe. It's mighty Munchel Lake. Can you believe it? The sun is out. Hallelujah. Sheep, gravel, and potholes. Oh, and I guess the odd occasional tourist that may or may not have had their coffee this morning. That'll be enough of that. Okay, that's what it looks like. This is fresh. Pretty fresh. Like you're pretty much on gravel here in places. I gotta slow down because I can't really see anything. I got some big boys going by here. Holy shit. Yeah. That's the real McCoy there. Oh yeah. Nice. Haven't had any of this until now in this trip. You're riding some kind of a Hardy or Goldwing with them smooth ass tires, you'll be doing a little dancing around here. Oh, this guy's gonna dust me right out. Oh my god. I wonder where the road is. Long time. Well, get over a little bit, like for crying out loud. It's like I can't even see anything. Okay. So you just wanted to show you this is what the fresh chip feels like. Enjoy. It's like riding on marbles. So I got shingles on, so they're not too bad. For street tires, you'll definitely be dancing around on here. Yeah, everybody just hanging out. Welcome to Liard. Yeah, so you want to ride a motorcycle long distance. This is what I'll be looking at for I don't know how long. You know what, honestly, all the years I've been riding, I've mostly ridden in sunshine. But this is, like I said earlier, one of those trips that's just been wet. Wet. And then mostly wet. And now, and windier than shit. Of course, if it's raining, you're only going to see this much, but it's okay.